really feel like somebody is trying to give you an emotional offer. Okay. And I feel like you guys are content emotionally by yourself. It's like someone wants to come in. They're wanting to give you an offer, but they're very shy about it. This could even be them kind of asking you for help. Put it to where it resonates. But I feel like you're just like, no, I'm fine. And this help is kind of something where it's going to involve, like, maybe they want to live with you. Maybe somebody needs to drive your car. It's something like that. They're like, it's kind of this vibe of like, we can help each other. And you're like, nah, I'll help myself. I'm okay. I also feel like you guys are juggling two things at once, but you are very stable. So this could be a job. This could be a people, two people. Put it where it resonates. But I feel like you guys are very stable when it comes to this. Okay. Um, so yeah, let's get into it. I feel like somebody's life is about to clean up. I don't know why. I was feeling the energy of cleaning up, but it feels like somebody's life. So you're about to clean up your whole life. Maybe this could be your acts. This could be your patterns. This could even be cleaning your house physically, like cleaning yourself. Like, I don't know, maybe you guys are like removing like dark spots, like you have acne, you're removing your dark spots, you're getting like a treatment for your face. This could be something you guys are getting like laser for hair removal. It's like you guys are gonna be very high maintenance when it comes to cleanliness. This could even be spiritually, okay? But I get a good vibe. I also feel like you guys are about to do something new when it comes to your money. And I feel like it's gonna work out for you in your favor. But there is some very it's kind of it's this vibe of like what is this vibe? It's a vibe of like somebody was trying to make it not happen for you, but somehow, some way, you made it happen for yourself. I don't know if it makes sense. Okay. So, yeah, let's get into the reading. Oh. So, you guys, from what I'm seeing already and feeling is somebody is about to be keeping some shit to. So y'all could be living with somebody, or somebody you live with is keeping money to themselves. Okay, this could be you. This could be somebody else. Put it to where it resonates. I don't know what you're doing it for. This could be for a good reason, a bad reason, but somebody's keeping some sort of money to themselves. Okay. I feel like due to this is what's gonna make something come in way faster. This is what's gonna make money come in faster for you. If somebody doesn't know how much money you're making, okay, smart. um, I also feel like you guys, there is something where, um, you guys, somebody did not listen. Somebody was too worried about the wrong things. All right. Um, somebody was too worried about okay, so somebody knew that you were like hiding money, or you have more money than you're leading on, or they just felt like you were hiding something. Okay, somebody was too worried about this when they actually should have been worried about the fact that, like, you're about to cut them off because they're worried about the wrong fucking things. And now I think somebody kind of regrets this, possibly. Okay. um I feel like there was somebody who wanted to abuse you. Okay, they wanted to abuse you. So if you're hiding money, and remember I said this could be for a good reason or a bad reason. You were hiding for a good reason. This person might try to take all your money. If you were hiding something that you're doing, maybe somebody was trying to stop you from doing something. And this could be like going to the movies, spending time with yourself. Somebody could be like, oh, I want to go with you, and you just wanted to go by yourself. So it's like somebody was worried about the wrong things, and this backfired on them, because somebody was just trying to abuse you. And I feel like you weren't going to let them abuse you, but you was going to let them think that they were abusing you. But somebody is like, no, if I'm not really abusing you, then it's not going to work. If you're hiding your money and not telling me how much money you have, and trying to make me think that I'm abusing you, and I know that I'm not because you're being smart, it doesn't work like that. You have to let me actually take the money from you for me to be satisfied. Somebody basically was not going to be satisfied until they knew that they were truly abusing you. I don't know. Maybe somebody feels like this is what you deserve. This could be a vendetta with a family member. This could be some weird shit that a lover has going on due to jealousy or envy. This could be a boss. But I'm not going to lie. I feel like this is somebody you're living with, though, because that's what it's speaking about, okay? So I also feel like you guys, there is something where some shit is about to turn in your favor. You're about to receive so much love. The divine is going to make sure of it. There was an abrupt ending that occurred, right? It happened very unexpectedly. I feel like it just came out of nowhere. But this was for you for good shit to come in for you. This was for like positive, like I feel like the moment this situation happens, it's gonna, you're gonna have that moment of like, whoo, I can't believe this shit just happened. And then you're gonna have this moment of calm. It's gonna be a calm after the storm, like, oh, this is why this happened. And I feel like you're going to be much happier. So I don't know. This could be something about a job. Maybe you lose a job and then you lose your job. You're like, oh my God, I can't believe that happened. But you're able to spend more time with your family. You get out of a relationship and then boom, you're with somebody else. And you're like, oh, I can't believe that happened. But this is probably why. It's something of kind of like it was meant to happen for a better reason. And I do feel like something with your connections are divinely guided right now. Any connection you're in, I don't give a fuck if it's with a job, it's with a company, a business, a lover, a friend, family, it is divinely connected. Your angels, your ancestors are trying to do a fucking clean sweep where you have nothing but divine connections you're going to be dealing with. Because I feel like you guys were in a false situation for too fucking long. And your ancestors and angels just were getting tired of that. So you're about to have a glow up, and people are about to see you in an actual divine situation. This could be a divine job, a divine relationship, a divine business, whatever the case may be. Okay. And I feel like you're going to be really happy. Kids are going to be happy too. If you guys have kids or with someone, or maybe this is someone who has kids that you're going to be with, or maybe you're with you have the kids and you're with a person, your kids are going to be very happy however it goes. Okay. So that's a good energy. That means that you are radiating positive energy through these connections, and the kids can even feel this. Okay. So that's very beautiful. All right. If you have broken up with somebody and you're going to somebody new, I really feel like your children or their children are gonna sense just how happy you or they are, and it's gonna make them happy. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be feeling that vibration. I also feel like you guys are moving away from something to go to something better. Now, this is kind of what is concerning to me. I'm a little worried about this because we got the Four of Cups here. The Four of Cups talks about God is trying to give you something that you don't want. You might not like how it's presented. You might not like where it's coming from. You might not like how it's coming to you. But I'm not going to lie. God is giving this to you. Okay? I feel like you guys are trying to get away from this. Okay? And this is and it's crazy because I feel like whatever this is that God is, look, so this is the thing. You guys are getting out of a negative situation and go to something better, right? This could have been a situation where somebody had you in a third party. Okay. But I feel like there is something where you're going to another person, but this person might not be good for you. Okay. It's like this person is good for the short term. This is not a long term situation. But it's crazy because the long term situation is the situation that's actually the best for you. It's what God, I don't know what it, let me tell you something. This long term situation, it could be very tumultuous. This could be the person that's jealous of you. But I don't know. For some reason God wants you to be with this person. And he could want you to be with this person because maybe this motherfucker might finna run into some money. They're probably finna run into $200 million, right? And they're going to give you 10, even though that ain't shit of what they should give you. Because remember, if this person is jealous and envious, this is probably how they're going to do it. They might give you 10. They might be nice to give you 50, but you're going to get something. So it could be like that. Like, hey, this situation, you might not want it, but you don't see what it's like. God is like, you can't see what I have orchestrated for you. And it's going to be orchestrated through this person, unfortunately. Okay. So if this is a boss, you might not like your boss. You might hate your boss, but who knows? A new boss might come in, and this boss might be a better boss for you. But in order for this boss to come in, this new boss, this boss that you already have has to get fired first, and you have to be patient. So survival, like you guys have to be patient, and I just feel like you like, oh, I don't want to be patient, and I can understand, but that's why it says, I'm not, everything in the Bible isn't 100% true. Okay. I'm really more spiritual, but I do look at the Bible, because it does have certain affirmations and certain things that are helpful. Okay, every bit of religion got a little something helpful in it. You take what resonates and you leave the rest. Okay. um because truth be told, that's the whole confusion, is having different religions and different shit, when truth be told, all religion has something good in it. Just take out those parts and just not create your own religion, but just take out the good parts from each religion. This is the thing. I feel like you guys have this vibe of like, it's lean not on your own understanding. Okay. You don't understand why God wants you to be with somebody who is jealous of you, who does this to you, blah, blah, blah. But apparently this person is not going to kill you or hurt you if God still wants you to be with them. But what this person is going to do is they're going to give you a blessing, and it's going to come through them. And it might be due to this because God or your angels or ancestors feel like this person deserves to give you something. They have to give you something in this life. And your angels are like, we're not letting this person leave you. This person might not even leave you alone until they give you what they deserve. Once they give you what you deserve and what is needing to be gifted to you, then this person will leave. This could be as simple and plain as like, maybe this is a person you have children with, and this person has to help you raise your children. God, your ancestors are going to make sure that they help you raise your children to where you won't struggle by yourself and be a single mother or a single father. But this is the thing. I feel like this person is going to come back to you. Okay. And that's what is giving me the vibe. It's giving me the vibe like you broke up with somebody, you went to somebody else, you're really happy with this person, but it's not really stable. It's just like good feelings. Okay. But God is like, hey, you're not seeing the bigger picture. That's just short-term shit. You need the long-term shit. And this person, while they're not a good person, this person, they're going to reward you. Okay. I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and again. But listen, there is something about you have to find a positive in this situation. And I just told y'all the positive, okay? Find some inspiration, hope in regards to this. There could be another thing, collective. There could be something about y'all being a late bloomer. Okay. I really feel like somebody was a late bloomer. Okay. And I feel like maybe y'all want to experience different people. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with it. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? I feel like somebody might have, I don't know, maybe y'all lost y'all virginity late. Maybe y'all moved in with somebody later in life. Like, I don't know, y'all experienced something you were supposed to experience when you were younger. I feel like there's a healthy amount of timeline when it comes to experiencing things. Like, I'm not gonna lie. It's cool to be a virgin all the way into your 20. But then again, you gotta be able to experience different people. Okay. It's cool to be with a guy like your whole high school experience. But then again, it's like, you kind of want to experience other guys or other girls. You know what I'm saying? Because then here you are, you're grown as fuck in your 30s and you're trying to be, you trying to act like you in high school. So you might as well get the high school shit out the way. So I feel like it's something like that. Like somebody didn't get something out the way when they were supposed to. I don't know. Maybe you were trying to be smart and observe a little bit more. But I noticed when it comes to book shit and observation shit, that's cool and all. You can do that for a little bit, but you need a healthy balance of getting out in the field. It's just like in nursing. You can learn all that shit you want in the books. You can do all the studying you fucking want. But when you get on that fucking floor, it's going to be a total different fucking thing. Total different fucking thing. And everything you learned in that book, you ain't going to be doing half the shit you going to be doing that you was learning in that book on the floor. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be able to get in the field too. You got to observe and be in the field. You got to do a healthy balance. But I feel like y'all was like, fuck it. I'm finna observe and then I'll get in the field. Maybe y'all was scared of something. And that's good. That's good. Because I ain't gonna lie, in high school, it'd be certain shit. Motherfuckers be passing shit around. People be getting pregnant. All type of shit. But it's like, you don't want to observe too much. Even too much observation can be bad. Okay? So I just feel like y'all was a little bit of a late bloomer. And maybe this person you were with, maybe you've been with them since high school, or maybe you just been in a relationship like I don't know, maybe this was the first person like you had sex with, the first person you moved in with, and maybe you're like, I want to move in with somebody else. I want to have sex with somebody else. I want to be in a relationship with somebody else. You know, maybe you don't even want to have sex. It's like, I want to be in a relationship with somebody else. You know, I want a different type of love. I want a different this. I want a different that. But God is kind of telling you guys, your angels, ancestors are telling you, like, hey, hey, God, hey, they're trying to get your attention. Like, we understand completely where you're coming from. We understand. But long term, this might be the best for you to stay where the fuck you at. You know how people say, oh God, I've been getting a lot of double cards lately. But you know how people say like you ain't missing nothing. I'm telling y'all right now, this whole reading is telling you you're not missing nothing, baby. You ain't missing nothing, baby. You ain't missing nothing. What, the streets? The streets? The streets ain't gonna do nothing but suck you dry. Suck you dry, and they ain't even gonna leave no bones. They gonna eat your bones too. Okay? So it's just kind of telling you like, and I know this is cliche. I heard this myself, so don't be mad, but it ain't shit out there. It ain't. It ain't. And don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna, and this is kind of crazy because I will not cap to you, whoever this other person or this other situation is, there is a lot of happiness in this. I ain't even gonna cap. I would be a damn lie. I'll be a dog face lie to sit and tell y'all I don't feel happiness. This other person makes you really happy. You make them really happy. Y'all making the kids happy, okay? But it might give me this vibe of like, maybe it's meant. Let me see what this is giving. I'm feeling like it's a next lifetime type shit, and I feel like because it's some shit that can happen where like it's y'all ever watch the movies where like Umbrella, the Umbrella Academy. Oh my God, love that show down, right? And in the show, they ended up going to some sort of other dimension. It was a world, like another timeline, whoop de woo, and they was like helping. They had to stay in this timeline so they can make sure that they don't end the world, type shit, right? To figure out how not to end the world to save the world. And they were in this timeline for 7 years. And the girl, she was with the guy, and they had kids together, and she was just mommying like fuck, like she was on mommy mode. You can see the dark circle. She had the whole mommy vibe. Low key, I want to do Halloween edition of being a mommy. Like, what's your what's your Halloween costume? I'm a mom. I want to have dark circles under my eyes, hair everywhere. um I think I just got an idea. And I'm in a nightgown. I want to have some baby food all over my shirt. Okay, Kool-Aid, everything, house slippers, and just be a mom. That is a great Halloween costume. So, no, but what was I about to say? Yeah, it was like kind of like that, literally. Like she had bags under her eyes. She's tired. Everything is about her kids, kids, kids. She's not doing anything for herself. So the guy, he's going to work and stuff like that, and he's providing for the family. And so he's kind of in this way of like, he has this attitude of like, well, I guess she wanted to do something. It was something she was talking about doing, and he was like, well, I gotta work, or something he said. And then he was like, he went off on her like, you're complaining. All you gotta do is stay home and watch the kids, and I'm working and blah, blah, blah. And she's just like, I'm just trying to do something for myself. Like, I want to do something for me. Like, damn, are you asking me to get my, are you to get finding ways for me to get my hair did, get my nails did and shit? Are you making ways so I can have a break? Like, are you doing any of those things for me? So basically, um the guy that was in their team, they ended up getting stuck in this portal. And of course, a woman and a man, they're literally by themselves in this world, by themselves. They end up falling in love, and she kind of in a way, and most parents, man, yeah, hey, let me just start the train off right here. Let's get off the human train. The express for the human train has, what do you call it, has aborted. Okay, everybody is off the human train when I say what I'm about to say. If you're a parent, parents don't want to admit this, but when you get into another relationship, okay, say if you and your person are not together and you're co-parenting, when you get in another relationship, it's like you're in another world. You're in a fucking fairy tale, okay? You're away from your kid. It's like when you're with that other person, your kids, it's not that they don't matter. It's just like it's almost a part of your mind that kind of wants to make you believe that you don't even have kids. It's like, I don't even have kids. I'm just in a relationship. I'm free. I'm just enjoying this relationship and blase blase. No parent wants to admit that, but it's the fucking truth. You know what I'm saying? Because kids are a lot of responsibility. That's not to say you don't love your kids, but that's just to say of like, goddamn, sometimes you realize the weight of having a child is a lot. So if a bitch wants to go in a fucking fairy tale land for the weekend with her new guy, or a guy wants to go in a fairy tale land for a weekend with their new girl after parenting so motherfucking much that whole week, let them do that. Okay? Let them do that. They fucking deserve it. Okay? Parents deserve a fucking break. And anybody who tries to make a parent feel like they don't deserve a break, they need to shove some shit up their fucking ass and get the fuck home. So it's giving me that vibe. And they went into this world, right? And they were together and they fell in love. And I'm not gonna lie, for a minute, she never spoke it, but it was a very unspoken thing of like, whew, I ain't gotta worry about no kids. It was like, woo, I could just be enthralled in this little relationship. I'm getting butterflies. I don't have to worry about if the kids are cooked and what are the kids doing, blah, blah. You know, the man, my man, he in another world. He taking care of the kids. I got the family. She had her family there and she, you know, so she knew the kids was good, you know. But her weekend, it wasn't a weekend. It was like for 7 years. That's insane. And I think for a weekend that's cool. Okay, after like the second day, that's when you normally start. You miss your kids as soon as they leave, but it's like you need that break before you lose your shit. You don't want to be mean to your kids. Oh, she had her 7 years, but like I say, she probably was like, shit, let me enjoy it. So they went back. They found some way to get back, and the guy did not really, low key, he didn't want to tell her that he found a way to get back on this earth, on the real world. Well, the other timeline that they were in with her kids, where she's a mommy. Because if he did that, then he knew like she's gonna go back to her family. She's finna go back to her child's father. She's, you know what I'm saying? I mean, come on now. This is a woman who really loves her kids. Okay. So the guy low key was kind of debating, like, should I tell her? Should I not? I think he waited a day and he finally told her. And she was pissed because she's like, how long has this fucking been until you told me? Because I could be going back to. It was like the moment she told him, everything changed. He even seen it on her face. It was like even the mom in her came back. It was like, you know what I'm saying? It was never dead. It was just like, well, shit, what the fuck can I do? I have to worry about saving the world and getting back to the world if I want to. So let me just get in this mode of like hustling to do these missions and do what I need to do to get back into the world to get to my kids. So once she realized like, oh, I have the opportunity, it just went straight to mommy mode. And the guy could tell like she just had her moment of like, okay, well, I'm finna go back to my kids. And he was like, well, what about us? And she looking at him like, nigga, I have a kid. We're in another timeline. Okay? That's not even real. We cannot be here forever. Okay? I have a kid to go back home to in my timeline when I was a mommy. I want to go back to that timeline. I don't want to leave my kids there for you. The fuck? So they got into an argument. She was like, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I'm not staying here for fucking forever. I'm going back with my kids. And you're crazy as hell. The only reason I was doing this shit and into this little relationship thing was because I thought I was never going to see my kids. But if I had an opportunity and I knew I had the chance to go back and see my kids, we're done. I'm going back to my family. Even though I fucking hate my child's father, that's where I'm just supposed to be. And it's fucked up, but that's the decision I made in that timeline. So I have to stick it out. So basically, she went back to her man. The guy was sad. Come to find out, she ended up letting them know she went back to her kids. Oh my god. Oh, this part broke my heart was, girl. When I say I was sinking for her because she opened the door and she had this vibe of like, the guy was like, the dude knocked on the door like, okay, we're at your house, where you want to be with your fucking kids that get on your nerves and your fucking child's father that you hate. His whole disposition had me weak the whole time. But listen, so when the door was about to open, she had this moment of like, she didn't say it, but it was this moment of like, is my kids even gonna remember me? Because granted, she's been on this timeline for 7 years. I think on their timeline, she wasn't going for, it was kind of like how they say with God. You know, they say, our 7 years is like one day to God. It was kind of like that. So she had been on that timeline for 7 years, but in that her other timeline when she was a mommy, I hope I'm not confusing y'all, because this kind of this is some shit right here. But in her time, her mommy timeline, she was only gone for like, I think it was like some months. Not a 7 years though. So when she went to see her kids ran up to her and they was like, "Mommy, mommy," and she was just like, she started crying because she like, I didn't think y'all would even remember me or miss me, because like I say, in her timeline she was gone for 7 fucking years. So everybody look, and I don't even think it was a month. I think it was like another day. So everybody was looking at her like, why the fuck is she crying? What the fuck is her problem? Not knowing that this lady had just went into the timeline with the guy for 7 years to find some shit to save the world, to make sure that their world doesn't end. Um, so yeah. So they go in there in the house, and you know her child, you know when you was with somebody romantically, you know when somebody is fucking with somebody else, you know, you just feel it. So they had this energy that was different. They weren't just friends, they then became lovers. And the guy that she was in the timeline with, you could tell like, she hugs her child's father, he happy to see her and whoop de woo, and he's also looking at her like, why are you crying? And so you can tell the guy was getting jealous. And her child's father was like, what the fuck is his problem? And then they finally put, it was like it clicked to him. It had a moment where the guy did something with her. I think it was, I forgot what it was. It was something like, I can't remember what it was, but let's just say like, let's just fucking say she was looking for something. And he was like, oh, I think her child's father was trying to help her. And then he was like, oh, I know you're looking for your necklace. And she was like, yeah. And he was like, here it is. And he was looking. It's like, you know when you romantically link with somebody, and some people can do this, some people can't. But sometimes when people are romantically linked with somebody, they can automatically know what they need. You know what I'm saying? And it was like this nigga had that moment with her. And he looking at him like, hold on, how you know what my bitch need? It was like, hold on, I don't even know what she need. How the fuck you know what she need? And it was like he peeped game, and then everybody else started peeping game, and it was like, you going with Claude? I think, what was his name? I forgot what his name. It was Savin. I think it was Savin or something. I forgot what the fuck this nigga name was. It was Savin or something. And he was like, you and Savin are fucking around? And then it just all dawned on him, and it dawned on the child's father. And she had to let him know, like, hey, wait a minute, whoa, before you think I was cheating, you gotta understand, we had been gone on another timeline for 7 fucking years. Okay, 7 fucking years. It probably they say it takes 5 years for you to know who a person really is. It should take 5 years for you to fall out of love with a motherfucker. Truth be told, it might take you 3. I don't know. It just depends. Then if you include 7, the extra 2 years, oh, you have fallen in love with somebody else at that point. You have learned and loved somebody else. Okay, you have changed your whole directory of your life. So it's kind of like low key, what it would have been like is if they would have broke up, never had kids, and she started talking to that guy. But say if they was actually in the timeline where she was a mommy and she just didn't become a mommy, and the dude sees her 7 years later, she got a ring. It's kind of that vibe. It's like you see somebody 7 years later, you know, you still in love with them, you still think it's a chance, but boom, they got a ring on their finger. They go into a car, coming outside their job, their husband is picking them up to go see the kiddos. You know, it's like that. So she had to let him know, like, listen, we've been in the timeline for 7 fucking years. I'm a woman, he's a man. What the fuck you think gonna happen? I didn't even think I was gonna be able to come back to this timeline to even see y'all. Honestly, I thought I was never gonna get out of that timeline. So what the fuck do you expect? You know what I'm saying? So then once he realized that, he kind of looking at it like, oh, fuck. He looking at it like, you in love with this nigga. You in love with him. Clearly, you're in love with him. So after he realized that, then shit started happening where they realized like, oh, we gotta save the world. We ain't got time to be worried about this fucking love triangle right now. The whole group gotta save the world. So her and the guy trying to let them know like, look, this is how we save the world, blah blah blah. We ain't got time for this shit, okay? All this timeline, spiritual, crazy ass shit that's occurring that you ain't it's insane. It's insane. It's unexplainable. It's too hard to even digest this shit. So let's worry about this shit that's already. It's too much undigestible shit going on. Because they had to save the world. Then the lady just came from a timeline where she was in love with this nigga. She had no kids. It was just him, her, and this nigga wrapped up in each other's love. I mean, oh, it was just too much going on. So listen. She like, look, we ain't got time for that. We gotta save the world. This how we gonna do it because this is the reason why I was stuck in that timeline for 7 years so I can get all this information. I just didn't know I was gonna fall in love. But she telling him this, so boom, they go straight into action. They gotta save the world. In the midst of them saving the world, you gotta think, this nigga, okay, I just figured out you in love with fucking Seven. Okay, whoop de fucking do. And on top of that, y'all was together in the timeline for 7 years. So I mean, how can I blame you? You didn't think you was gonna come back. Okay, we got that out the way. Now, her day is fighting missions. Her you got Seven helping old dudes, mother of his child. It's like both of them was trying to hit. Oh my god. It's like she trying to do a mission. He like, you coming with me. And then her child father like, hell no, she coming with me. And he's like, why would she come with you when I could transport her ass over to her and she got the superpowers that we need to do this mission to kill this fucking demon. And he like, fuck no, she's coming with me because you know you love her and y'all kind of in love and you can't be with my bitch right now because we got shit to hash out. so, so he was like, man, we have to save this fucking world. Okay, I love her, you love her, we both love her. We have to save the world and you gotta get. And she was like, kind of, she had to tell him that, like, listen, we gotta save the world. Okay, we can deal with this shit later on if we live or survive. But right now, we have to save the world. Our love triangle is not important right now. It's bigger shit to fry. So you gonna have to get out your fucking feelings, okay? Like I've gotten out of mine when I was a mommy and literally got out of it because that's the reason I came back. That's what I wish she would have told that nigga, okay? I wish she would have told him, first of all, nigga, the nigga gave me the fucking ultimatum, truth be told. It wasn't even a option. It was an ultimatum of stay here in the timeline where I didn't have to be a mama no more. I didn't even have to worry about you fucking me over, abusing me, putting all the load on me, and then complaining and bitching so fucking much about how your life is so fucked up and turned around, and I'm the fucking mommy that's doing everything for the kids. I could have just stayed in it. I could have took the easy route. I could have stayed wrapped up in my love with no bullshit. That's what I could have did, but I didn't. And here you is still again bitching. It's like, I was like, at a certain point, I ain't even gonna cap to you. At a certain point, I was like, you know what, bitch? I almost want to say, bitch, you should have saved this every time. I said, fuck them kids. I'm playing. Don't say fuck the kids, cause the kids ain't got this shit to do with it. But no, you know, she's a real woman. She like, no, I'm gonna handle my responsibility because it took two to tango. Okay, I have to help my kids because this nigga ain't gonna do it. All this nigga's gonna complain and bitch the whole time with my children. So hell no, I'm not putting my children in his car. And I know how he is. You know, he wasn't a bad father, but he was just a bitchy. He was just a bitch. He was just like such a complainer. And he was doing half of the work and just still complaining and ugh. Basically, he wanted the woman instead of the kids. He was one of those men. And it's like, I feel like dudes like that, it's like he was just trying to trap her just so he can complain and be like, you're not doing enough. And just make her miserable. That's what it was given. So, anywho. Yeah, so they was fighting the whole time over her of who's going to save her. Make sure she's. I think it was something that happened where the Seven had took her because she had certain powers that she can do what she needed to do with the demon. But she was still, this bitch was still loyal. Oh, she was still having this vibe with the dude Seven. Like, Seven, it's over. Like, we cannot do this. We in the timeline where I'm a mama. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to say. Okay, whole time they had to kill, the whole group had to like get in a circle and they had to sacrifice themselves. And she ended up, she actually took her kids to the timeline that she was in with the guy. So it still worked out. Because the guy, Oh my God, that he was her soulmate. I'm so if y'all was to watch Umbrella, y'all know what I'm talking about. But it be shit like that do happen. Like you will encounter your lifetime partner. I'm not gonna lie, people who encounter their lifetime partner and their soulmate at the same time in one life, oh my God, that has to be so heartbreaking because it's like here you are, you have your soulmate right in front of you, and then but then you have your lifetime partner, somebody who you have damn near orchestrated your whole life to be with. And you have to, you know what I'm saying? Some people just shoot their soulmate and say, fuck them kids, fuck the family. But some people are like, no, I cannot just say, fuck my kids, fuck my family. I have to be with my family because it's my responsibility. Oh, responsible people. Oh, I hate responsible people. But, yeah. And so the guy, he told her, he was like, look, he knew how much she loved her kids, like loved her kids down. He was like, look, I'm going to tell you right now. Because it was something in a certain point where he ended up going to another timeline where it was a bunch of him. It was a bunch of hymns, okay? And one of the hymns told him, oh, are you in a relationship with the girl yet? And they were like, huh? Because, basically he tried to save the world so many times, but it didn't happen. And the reason it didn't happen was because this lady, she did not want to listen to the guy. And what I mean is like she was on a train and it was a train that was going to take them to that one timeline that they were in. And she was going to go with them, be with her kids. But her mom, she had her mom and her grandmother and them, like they were on the train with the kids. So they weren't by themselves. So the guy told her, he was like, you cannot go with your family. And she was like, why? He was like, if you go with your, that's not how it's supposed to go. I just came back. It was just too much timeline shit going on. That was a spiritual ass fucking show. But he was like, I just came from another timeline with a bunch of me's, and they was telling me how this shit has happened over and over and over and over and over again of me trying to save this world. And you are the common denominator. If you get on that train with your kids and go to this other timeline, this timeline is going to be ruined because this whole group, we got to sacrifice ourselves to save this timeline. So she peeped game and she didn't peep game just that, but she was like, fuck no, I'm going with my kids. Like, and he was like, I'm not trying to do this to manipulate you. I already get it. Your child's father done manipulated you enough, but I'm really not trying to manipulate you. I'm trying to fucking help you. If you want to help your kids, this is how you're going to fucking help them. The whole group, because it was like an Umbrella Academy group, we have to sacrifice ourselves. That's the whole point of it all, to not end the world so we can stop this fucking cycle. And she was finna go with her. She gave her kids a big ass hug. She told her mom and them, like, we finna go. And she hugged her kid real tight. And she walked in there with him. And he was just standing there. Cause he let her make her own decision. She was like, fuck it, I'm finna go with them. And he was just watching her. Like, shit ain't shit I can do. Like, I just told her, hey, this is what you gotta do so we don't keep going through this shit over and over again. And you don't have to worry about getting your heart broken and dealing with this shit being a mama with a fucked up ass person no more. It could be over. And so she went in there in the train, and then she looked at her child, and I guess then it finally clicked, and she just stepped out. Oh my God. And this just hurt me. And her kids started crying like, mommy, 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 mommy. Can you fucking imagine being a fucking parent? You love your kid down. You done went into a timeline for 7 years. You didn't see your kids for 7 fucking years. And don't get me wrong, even though this timeline it was a negative, but it turned into a positive because you fell in love, you got wrapped up in love, and you didn't have no responsibility with your kids, but your kids still in another timeline. You know what I'm saying? But you was like, okay, well, shit, if I can't be with my kids, well, then maybe this is what's meant for me. And then you find out that's not meant for you. And then you have to go back to your kids. You haven't seen your kids for 7 years. You scared your kids is not going to remember you. They remember you. You happy. You got your family back. Then you got to let your kids go again. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The trauma. At that point, I gotta die. If I'm finna, I gotta let my kids go again. At this point, sure, go ahead, scratch. What else do I gotta live for? What else should I live for? This is too much. So She walked out the thing and her kids just started crying and she was fucking sad and he was looking at her like, I just really like that relationship. It was like he just knew what she needed. And I think he gave her a hug. I think she just started crying and he hugged her. It was like, oh. You know when somebody just unspokenly knows what to do with you? Like you don't have to tell them. Like if you cry, they don't come to you and be like, you okay? They automatically run to you and hug you and you just break down. Like like if you sad, they just know what to like. It's just like a motherfucker that that's some water sign shit. Most water signs are like that. They just know what to do. Like they're not gonna ask you what do you need. Are you okay? They gonna do shit to. Uh, Lord, toxic. They toxic though. They toxic though. I don't advise it. Zero out of 10. Okay. But anywho, yeah, so it's kind of like that. It's like y'all is jumping timelines right now, okay? And it's kind of like y'all are trying to get on a timeline that you're not supposed to be on. And while this timeline is so beautiful, I could have just said this. I could have just said this instead of gave the umbrella example because I took 20 minutes for that example. I'm going to have to put a motherfucking tag on this shit because maybe y'all just want to skip through that. But listen, it's really giving me this vibe of like, man, it's just not the timeline that y'all are supposed to have in this life. Okay, y'all is stuck between two different timelines, and you trying to have both, but you can't have both. You gotta pick one. And it's like that woman, like, God damn, it's like that girl deserved that. You know what I'm saying? That bitch deserved that. She deserved that life with the 7 nigga where he just unspokenly knew what she need. He was making her happy. The bitch wasn't even, she didn't even have bags under her eyes. Okay, them whole 7 years, she was bagless. Well, I think in the beginning when they was doing a lot of missions and stuff, and then once they fell in love, the bags went off. Okay, the bags was out of her eyes. But she just looked so refreshed, so peaceful. It's just, that's why y'all gotta watch it, man, because you have to watch your friends, your lovers, your family, even certain family members. People can change the whole directory of what your life is supposed to be. And you will fuck around and meet somebody who will permanently change, like who will permanent, like make a timeline permanent for you to where another timeline, you can't even jump into that motherfucker. And it could be as simple as transitioning. This could be as simple as you in a relationship, but you can't even go to another relationship because you got a family with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why people, us young people, and this is just not our generation, but young people in general. And this is why I can understand why y'all did the observation thing and why y'all became a late bloomer. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like doing something so permanent. You know what I'm saying? You trying to make a permanent decision, and here you is. It's another timeline that's gonna come towards you in the future, and you can't even go to that. And that timeline is actually peaceful, but you can't go to it because you didn't made a permanent decision in this one timeline. So let me tell you something. Let me say a time. I'm talking too spiritual. I'm getting too high in the clouds. Basically, what I'm saying to you is you were supposed to be with somebody for a season, not a long time. But I feel like you made your decision permanently to be with somebody for a long time. Instead of being with them for a season, you said, I am going to make a permanent decision to be with them forever. You might have had a kid with them. That's crazy as fuck to have a kid with somebody you're supposed to be with for a season. Crazy. Crazy as hell. You know what I'm saying? But it's even crazier with the fact that you had a child, y'all might have had a child, or somebody, maybe this is this person, somebody has had a child with a seasonal motherfucker, and it's like you and this person wants to work to make sure that this seasonal shit is somehow orchestrated to be forever. And that can happen if you have two to tango. If two people are putting in that effort. And crazy enough, I think both of y'all, two people are putting in effort. It's not just a one-sided thing. It's a two-person thing. This child father wants to be with the mother. They want to be with the kid. This child mother, she wants to be with her child, and she wants the father to be within the child's life. Two people want a two-parent household. So you got two people putting in effort. That sound like some shit that's going to be prolonged. And that sound like an orchestration that's about to turn permanent. Okay? And that's what it's giving. It's giving somebody caught somebody else too late. Somebody wants to be with somebody, but they didn't already orchestrated their whole timeline for this lifetime. And somebody just met somebody too late. So it's something where it's like Erica Badu shit. I'm gonna have to see you in the next lifetime. So shit. What I'm trying to also say from my perspective, the messenger perspective, is I understand. And I feel like your angels and ancestors understand. And this is why they're being so lenient with you, is because they understand why you do not want this. Okay. But this is what you need. This is the decision you made. This is the orchestration that has been made. And God is seeing like, okay, you want this seasonal shit to be long term, so let me make it worth your while. And God also has made a permanent decision for you. And the permanent decision is you're finna get a blessing from this person that you low-key don't want, but you need. So you have to stay with them in order for you to get this blessing. Okay? So I know this is just some, oh my God, it's so many chords, spiritual chords just waving around. It's like, when motherfuckers be having them security things and all the red lights, that's what this shit is. But imagine the red lights are spiritual chords. It's like you in a web at this point. You are in a fucking web of timelines that is just intertwining and overlapping and intersecting and all type of shit. Okay? You damn near just want to just not even move at this point. So I feel like it's something like that, collective. All right. You're gonna have to see somebody in the next lifetime. And I feel like you want it so bad in this lifetime, but it's just a decision has been made. And God didn't made decisions with you. So it's like, look, one thing about it, God, like, look, you can make your permanent decision. But if I make my permanent decision and you think my permanent decision is not gonna come into fruition, you're crazy as hell. So don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Cause then you stepping on God's toes. You can step on your own toes, trip over your own footy. You know what I'm saying? Stumble a little bit. Your shoes ain't tied. But don't step on God's feet. Cause God gonna be like, hold on now. Hold on now, cause goddamn it, I'll put something in motion. And this shit gonna happen. Okay? He ain't saying that, I'm saying it like that. But yeah, so it's kind of like that. God has some emotion for you. Because this is the energy you were vibrating. So you have to go along with this. And you have to see this person in the next lifetime. This is what I can leave y'all with. In the next lifetime, I do feel like you will have children with this person. If that makes you happy. I'm just saying that is kind of what I feel. And I kind of feel the children you have now, I feel like it's something where these children can feel this. Okay? Even if the children have not met you, or the children has not met this other person you're dealing with, that's your soulmate, these children feel the happiness that this person is bringing to you. And these children can sense it's like the children can sense like somebody is making mommy or daddy happy. And I don't know what it is, but it's a person. And I feel like in the next lifetime, you guys will have these same set of children in the next lifetime. Okay? Or you will have children. It's something like that. If these are not children, maybe y'all don't have children. Maybe you and this person, y'all got so much happiness, so much love, so much romance in this little soulmate energy. I mean, the soulmate connection, that y'all might have spirit babies, and y'all might have contracted y'allself in the next lifetime. When we see each other, we're going to be the one with kids. Okay? Because maybe, I don't know, maybe in the next lifetime, this is a person who you were supposed to have kids with, and you're going to do a next lifetime, and this is a person you're actually going to be happy with when you have kids. Like, this is the person who's like, they see your hair not done, you got bags under your eyes, they're going to be the one that say, hey baby, I'm taking the kids to their grandparents this weekend, and this weekend is going to be all about you. I called off of work. Okay, I'm going to take you I got a whole thing planned. You going to massages. I'm going to get you a massage. You getting your hair did. You getting your nails did. All type of like, you know what I'm saying? This is going to be that person. This is going to be that person. If they see you are having too much time with the kids where it's like you're getting drained. This type of person that's going to be like, hey, babe, my grandma's going to be coming over so you can take a nap. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be that type of fucking vibe. you know, where you can be with somebody who actually is like wants like loves the kids and loves you. You know, because I feel like if anybody is in a connection where they're in a dealing with somebody they have kids with, and that person is not helping them with the kids when they see that they're drowning, I feel like that person, that's a sign that that person only wanted you. They really didn't want the kids. They did not want the kids, they wanted you. And they're looking at you as like, oh damn, I'm trying to trap you to keep you with me, with these kids, with something so precious. I'm trying to turn this blessing into a curse. And I want you to take care of the kids and take care of me. And then they get mad when you're taking care of the kids and you don't have any energy to even take care of yourself or them. And so they start complaining. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, what I'm saying is like right now, collective, I'm sorry to say, and I know I normally don't really give you guys doomsday type of readings, but this is a doomsday reading if I ever known a doomsday reading. It's just saying like, hey, stay in the situation even though you don't want to, because you need it, because a blessing is coming. Okay. This is so sad. I feel so sorry for y'all. But the cards for this other person is that, because I laid some cards down for the soulmate. I was like, what is tell me some information about them or this situation. It's saying that this person has an idea with you, right? Their idea, I think you could be the one that has a kid, or I don't know, but somebody has a kid or a spirit baby. This person sees like you there. Let me tell you something. I think you guys are gonna end up going back to your child's father, whoever this is. Oh, you are gonna dread it. I'm not gonna lie, but the reward is gonna be so sweet. That's what I'm just. That's all. That's the best thing. That's the best part of hope I can give you. This person sees like you are a mommy or you're a father. You really love your child. And they see the happiness that your child has from you. And I feel like this person is kind of like, you know what? It is up to me for the kid to be happy or me to be happy with you. I would rather the kid be happy with you. You know what I'm saying? I feel like somebody is seeing that like, look, you just cannot get out of this situation. It's a sticky situation, and it's this type of situation that this person is going to put you through hell if you come be with me. And it's also a situation of they can divinely feel like you're not meant for them in this life. And it's kind of like this vibe of like, this person knows that you really do love them. You really do want to be with them. You really find peace with them. You really are happy with them. The bags under your eyes go away when you're with them. But they see like you have to be strong for your kids. Okay. And they see your strength. And I feel like you're going to be looking towards them with your strength, like kind of in a way of unspoken thank you. Like, thank you for understanding, because this is what I have to do. It's like you guys are the backbone for your family. This person cannot be the backbone. They just can't. And you're just not in a situation where you can just leave your kids out of wedlock and knowing that the daddy gonna take care of them, because they ain't. Okay. So yeah, I think this person understands that and they respect it also. Okay. And I really think it's this vibe of the biggest thing about it, somehow, some way they're seeing your kid be happy. I don't know how. I don't know if it's like on a picture. I don't know what is going on. Somehow, some way, maybe they see you driving with your kid. I don't know. But they see your kid being happy and they're like, you know what? This is the best. Even though I want you badly, I know you want me badly. It's the best thing is for you to be with your family. Okay? So this is the thing. I feel like there is somebody who is very heartbroken because somebody wanted to dominate you sexually. They felt like, maybe this person, honestly, they felt like, oh, if I can have sex with you real good, I could probably get you to say, fuck them kids, fuck your family, but it didn't work. It didn't work. Somebody is a mama, baby. Somebody's a mama. Somebody's a daddy. Somebody love their kids down. I'm talking about if they got to sacrifice themselves for their kids, they will. Somebody lay their life on the line for their child. And to do it with a smile on their motherfucking face. And literally, the fucking woman, you know what's so crazy? The woman, when they sacrificed themselves, how they did it was a demon. And it was like a demon where they had got caught up in like ash. And they was like getting burned alive, literally, with this ash. And the ash just started going all over their bodies. And the girl was holding her soulmate and her child's father's hand. Like that bitch. Okay. Player. Okay, that's some great grandma shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Pawpaw, they had Pawpaw funeral, and great grandma got 4 of her niggas in the back of the pew. Okay, making sure that she good, waiting on her to drop a tear, waiting to give her a hug. Okay, but they still showing respect. Baby, it's giving that. Okay, somebody is giving great grandma energy when it comes to romance. Okay, this is soul bonding. Okay, but listen, yeah. So, and she literally was smiling. She made sure to tell, before they ended up sacrificing themselves, she told her child father, like, look, I'm so sorry. I did not mean for that to happen. That was not my intentions. It just shit happened. Like, I didn't even think I was going to come back to the world. You know what I'm saying? I did not mean to hurt you. I never want to hurt you. And he was like, no, I understand. Whoop-de whoop-de whoop. And the dude savage, he watching this whole shit like, this still my bitch. I don't give a fuck what he talking. His whole mom was like, this is still my bitch. You just a smart motherfucker. You knew what you was doing. But truth be told, at heart, this is still my bitch. Okay? She knows she's still my bitch. And when they sacrificed themselves, I think she looked at him and saw him, and I gave him a look, and she held his hand, and then she held the child's father's hand, and it was just like they sacrificed, and they was laughing and smiling and joking and stuff. So yeah, so literally, this the mama that sacrificed herself with a smile on her face, baby. Okay, for her kids. But listen, there is something where somebody tried to send some negativity to you, right? Okay, and I feel they tried to send something to you. Somebody tried to send something to you, but it went back to them. Okay, and I feel like there is something where somebody was trying to put like you on a sex spell, and you broke out of it. You broke out of it, right? But then it's like your angels, and I don't feel like this person is just all sex towards you. I just feel like this person, this other person that's a soulmate, they're just like, I don't know how the fuck I can get you. Like, I don't know how I can get you to just realize to stay with me, be with me, be with me. I'm the better choice. And your angels, I'm not gonna lie, your angels low key is like this might be true. This person is the better choice, but this is just the orchestration. The orchestration that you already have right now is already contracted, and you cannot unsign that contract. So the angels are crying for you, but they're gonna come to your aid. And like, they're just very sad because they know like this is not the timeline you want, low key. Like, you look, I'm not saying like you don't want your kids or none, or somebody don't want their kids, but you don't want your kids like this. Okay? But I feel like this is just how I go, you know? And I feel like the angels are so sad for you because they just like, man, like, it's like, man, we feel you. Like, and I'm telling you, I feel like this is why your angels are being very, because I'm not gonna lie. Your angels would have been told you, like, bitch, okay, we trying to give you some goodbye. Because one thing about it, when the angels are trying to give you something, you take too long, the door will close. That door is not gonna be open for a blessing too long. But they understand, like, damn, we might leave this door open a little longer for you because shit. And an angel, you have an angel that is crying out for you so bad. An angel cry. You got somebody in your ancestry line that is bawling tears for you. They feel your pain and your hurt. But I am fucking telling you, they gon' something good. God damn it. They like, I don't give a fuck. Something they finna cook some shit up you ain't never seen cooked up before. Lean not on your own understanding, because some shit they finna do some shit for you that you finna be like, God damn, this can be nobody but my angels, because I just knew this was doomsday. But yeah, collective, I feel like this person though, I feel so sorry. This soulmate, they're gonna be really sad. They're gonna be sad seeing this shit. I don't know. Somehow, some way they gonna find out this could be on the internet, like through pictures or something. I don't know. You get back with your family, and it's the holidays. It is October, or whatever timeline y'all watching this on. But maybe you could just post some anyways. But I feel like they're gonna be acting cool, but they really gonna be hurt because they know you have to move forward. They know that you have to move forward. And I feel like there's somebody who was um I don't know, maybe this could have been the person that was counting your money. Okay, maybe this is or if not, this could be the thing of like maybe the person that's your child's father, maybe you are the one that's oh, yeah. Because I was talking about somebody hiding money from somebody that they living with. So yeah, maybe you are the one that's like taking care of the household. Okay. Or maybe this person doesn't really do much for you, buy much for you, or something like that. But you're taking the lead because I feel like this other person is soulmate. Like they would buy shit for you. They would do stuff for you, maybe get your hair did and stuff like that. And I feel like you're just like, well, this is just what I gotta deal with. I gotta do this shit on my own. I gotta get my own hair did, my own nails. And damn, you in a relationship and you gotta get your own shit did. What? What the fuck? I gotta get my own nails did, my own hair did. I gotta go buy my own massages. What? I gotta take myself to the movies. You can't do this shit for me. But I feel like this person knows, like, they somebody know if your kids weren't involved, if y'all didn't have kids, you would be with them. But they like them kids, you not moving, you not going, you're not gonna leave them kids with whoever this child father is because they're not strong enough. They're not strong enough, and they would have your kids up a shit creek paddle if you ever seen it before. And you just like, it ain't no way in hell I'm gonna be on this fucking earth and have my kids up shit creek without a paddle. Okay. So yeah, I feel like this person is gonna be really sad, but they just know like, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do for your kids, and they also know you're not trading them for your kids, and they can fuck the shit out of you. I'm talking about fuck you and give you the most craziest orgasm you ever had in your life. I'm talking about you could see stars, the moon, sun, Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto. They could fuck around and fucking give you the most healing sex you ever had in your life. They could give you a sleep that and make you just be in the most peace you never had. But you are still not gonna leave your kids in no bullshit of Shit's Creek. If your kids gonna be in Creek, you gonna be right there with them, making sure don't no shit get on them. You gonna make sure all the shit get on you. Okay, so it's just like it's everything. This person is they give you everything, but this one person that you with, they knew what would make you never leave them, and they knew what the fuck they was doing, and it's so foul, man. That is foul. This person purposely like trapped you with these kids because they knew if I have kids with this motherfucker, the collective, or maybe this could be your soulmate. They knew if I had kids with this person, they never gonna leave. They're not gonna leave us behind. And I feel like it's giving that. It's leaving no child get left behind. The nigga can get left behind, but no child. No child will be left behind when it comes to this situation. And I feel like another thing, I feel like you could be one of those people where you're just like, I'm not letting my kids be around too many different people. I want my kids to be around their mom and their daddy, and that's respect. Some people be like, nah, my kids gonna meet my new nigga or my new bitch. And you got some people that's like, no, they ain't meet mine. Ain't no new nigga or no bitch meeting my kids. The only motherfucker my kids will ever see me kissing, hugging, being with is they daddy or they mama. But when they come to my new bitch, they'll never know about them. You know what I'm saying? And if they do, it gotta be when they get older. So you could be one of those people, and it's respect, cause I understand that for sure. I'm one of those people. Not that I'm saying it's no offense to the people who do let other, that's them, you know what I'm saying? But for me, I don't know, my daughter gotta get a little older so she can take things for herself, you know what I'm saying? And I can know what's going on type shit. But so yeah, so it just seems like, man, it is what it is. Yeah, and I hate to say that saying, but it's like, well, it ain't shit you can do about it. It is what it is. You just gotta accept it for what it is and find the positive out of this shit. Find the best. And the positive for y'all is making y'all kids happy. So collective, this is this long ass reading. But yeah, like, share, comment, subscribe. Until next time. Bye bye.